What happens when the world finally speaks the same digital language? When every payment, every transfer, every message carrying value becomes clearer, richer, and more intelligent. Global finance has moved like a giant machine built for mismatched parts. Systems forced to communicate in fragmented formats, struggling to keep up with the world racing towards real-time everything. But now, a shift is unfolding. And this shift is rolling out in November 22nd, 2025. And you want to stick around to the end because I explain what ISO is, what it's trying to solve, and what to expect from the crypto networks and the banks that are involved. So let's take a look. Banks have been using old Swift MT messages. These are tight, outdated text blocks created long before digital banking, mobile finance, or crypto ever existed. They were never built for automation or real-time information. They just got the job done, but they were limited, messy, often missing important details. The ISO20022 changes that completely. It's the new global financial messaging language. It lets banks send rich, structured, almost intelligent information with every transaction. Instead of squeezing data into tiny fields, the ISO20022 opens everything up and makes messaging clear, detailed, and powerful. Banks around the world started this shift around 2022 and 2023. And over the next few years, most global financial traffic will move to the ISO20022. This is one of the biggest rewrites in financial communication in modern history. Now, this is probably the reason why you're here. Let's bring crypto into the conversation because you're probably wondering, it's about financial messaging. What does it have to do about crypto? So let's get into it. You might hear online that certain cryptocurrencies are ISO compliant, but here's the reality. The tokens themselves, XRP, XLM, hbar, XDC, they are not ISO 222 compliant. A token cannot hold a messaging standard. What can be compliant though are the companies, the technologies, or the payment software built around those networks. That's the important distinction. Ripple, for example, the company behind XRP, has built institutional software that aligns with the ISO 222. XRP itself is just a digital asset, but Ripple's technology is designed to communicate in the same structured, detailed format that the ISO 222 uses. That means when banks start upgrading their messaging, Ripple's tools can plug in smoothly. The speed of the XRP ledger, settling transactions in seconds, matches perfectly with the clarity the ISO 222 brings to each payment message. Stellar Network, behind XLM, works heavily in remittances and cross-border money movements, especially in underdeserved regions. The Stellar Foundation aligns its technology with transparent financial standards. ISO 222 data-rich messaging helps remittances providers know exactly who is sending money, why it's being sent, and how it should be processed. Stellar brings the fast, low-cost settlement. The ISO 222 brings the clarity and the transparency for those transfers needed. Let's go into hbar. Hedera takes it a step further by focusing on enterprise-level systems. Hedera's technology allows transactions to carry meaningful, metadata, structured information that businesses and institutions rely on. That aligns up beautifully with the ISO 222, which is all about the structured data. hbar isn't compliant, but the Hedera network and its enterprise tools align strongly with the standards institutions are adopting. What about XDC network? Well, XDC was built for trade finance. That world is drowning in documents, invoices, shipping records, and compliance checks. The ISO 222 brings structure to the messaging behind trade payments. XDC brings blockchain automation and digitization to the documents behind those payments. When you combine structured financial messages with blockchain-based trade documents, it becomes easier to audit, track, and verify global trade. ZBCN network focuses on streaming payments, meaning money moves continuously, instead of in big chunks. For that to work on a global scale, you need precise, consistent, standardized messaging. That's why ZBCN is working towards the ISO level alignment. ISO 20022 gives structure, zebec gives real-time flow. Together, they create the possibility of real-time payroll, real-time income, and real-time business finance. These networks aren't aligned by accident. They're aligned because they were built to solve the problems of the ISO 20022 also helps fix. Lack of clarity, slow settlement, and poor automation, and an outdated communication. So you're probably wondering, if the new financial language is coming, who benefits from it the most? Because it's mainly banks, right? But let's get into it. Well, the ISO 20022 is about clarity. The crypto networks like XRP, XLM, hbar, XDC, and ZBCN are about speed, automation, and transparency. When you put clarity and speed together, you get a financial system that actually works, the way people expect it in the new digital age. Banks get clearer information, businesses get fewer errors, governments get cleaner compliance data, and the crypto networks that align with these new expectations become more practical. So what's going to happen when traditional finance and blockchain speak the same digital language? That's the direction we are heading. The old financial world isn't being replaced, it's being upgraded. And the crypto networks whose technologies align with the ISO 20022 standard aren't being chosen as winners. They're simply being prepared for the new digital environment. On one side, we have the ISO creating a global messaging standard, and on the other side, we have these blockchain networks building fast, efficient, value transfer systems. Together, they shape the digital economy the world is moving into. The ISO 20022 isn't just a new financial messaging standard, it's the new standard for the new digital economy, for banks, businesses, and crypto network. Messaging is becoming faster, smarter, and more efficient than ever before. And here's the part most people will miss. We're not waiting for the shift. The shift is being built while we're in it. The financial world is being built right now, in real time, instant settlement. What role is it going to take for the new digital economy? That is something that we are going to have to wait to happen.